What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We're back in the world of the 1.12 2-pack or something like that. And, oh wow, there's a lot of bees over there. I guess they're coming from that little thingy. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are excited about this new series as much as I am. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. I haven't been this into Minecraft and enjoying myself this much in Minecraft in a really... Oh, don't look. Don't look. It's a secret. It's a surprise. You're breaking the surprise. Oh no, another surprise. So, what have I been doing today? Well, first off, you'll notice we have a few new machines. We've gotten into mechanism. I made a crusher right off the bat because and then I turned it into a factory because we were needing sand, and as you can see, there's no desert nearby, and I really just didn't want to run 45 minutes away to get some. So, you know, with a crusher, the nice thing about it is you can feed it cobblestone, which will then I'll turn that on, which will then turn into gravel. What the fuck? Who the... Oh, I want that pearl. Yes. No. What the... Dude, give me a pearl. Give me a pearl. Damn it. Dude. Okay, alright, so we're one fragment. Do I have any more of those? Does that work again? It does. Oh my god. Thank you. Okay, good. Anyways, I can feed cobblestone into this, which will do... I can feed cobblestone into this, which will then give me gravel. I can't believe I accidentally fed stone into it. That makes no sense. Why would grinding up stone give you cobblestone? Anyways, that then gives you gravel, which you can then grind up again, and that will give you sand, which you can then use for a variety of stuff, which I needed. We set up our metallurgic infuser. This is basically needed to get into pretty much any of the mechanism stuff. You're going to need it to make the PCBs, the different types of chips and stuff that you need by feeding it different stuff, whether it's carbon, like coal, redstone, or diamonds, and later on enriched osmium. The enriching factory, this is right here, and I see some stuff. We'll do the nickel ore. This right here is Mechanism's basic setup for duplication. Now, Mechanism has duplication, triplication, and quadruplication, I think. Maybe it's 5x. It's 2x, 3x, and I think either 4 or 5. The 4 or 5 is not worth it. It's just not. Or at least it didn't used to be. That it may have changed now, but back in the day, there just literally was not enough ways to push the, I think it was brine. You just literally couldn't make enough brine without going, like, acidinely huge. It just wasn't worth it. So anyways, we have this pulverized nickel here. Let me remove this. These nice machines automatically work together with each other when you set them up to auto eject and set them up correctly, and auto import, and etc. Anyways, you put stuff in here, it'll move over to here, and then you could technically dump from here directly into a chest or a sorting system if you wanted. We will eventually get there. We're still small scale. We're not there yet. But that's what I'm using instead of this to basically do all my stuff. They're basically the same thing. The only difference is with this I can do 9 at a time. With this I can do 3 at a time, but in the time it takes this to do 9, this can usually do significantly more. Plus, this is a 2-step process. This is technically a 1-step process because then I can feed it into the, well, that is the furnace. So, yeah. I don't have to do the duplication and the smelting like this does in 2 steps. I don't have to like mess with this thing here, which is a pain in the ass. So, okay. So let me come over here real quick. I think we already went over the coke oven. Yeah, we did that in the last video. Over here, I've set up the quarry. We've moved it. You'll see down there is some stuff and some things going on. I should probably dump a bucket of water down there, but I don't want to right now. We might deal with that a little bit later. I was hoping to get some diamonds. It doesn't look like we're getting any, which is a big pain in the ass. That's gravel, that's stone. Let's do a sword. Oh, geez. You know, I just cleared up my inventory so I could do a bunch of this in bulk. And then I end up having to frickin' do this again. So you're going to be asking, what the fuck are these things? These are caches. Now, the nice thing about a cache, you can basically hit it and pull out stacks. You can pull out individuals. Left click pulls out one. Shift left click pulls out a stack. Double right clicking deposits everything in your inventory. These caches right here can store up to 20,000 of any individual item. There aren't any barrels, drawers, buckets, or any of that stuff in this, so we're going to be using caches. And caches are incredibly cheap. They do require 3 tin ingots, a chest of some sort, and then just this redstone servo, which is literally just iron and 2 pieces of redstone. These are so cheap and so absolutely amazing. They basically solve all of your large storage needs. I will eventually move everything into these, or at least dirt, gravel, sand, cobblestone, andesite, and probably 2 or 3 other things that we are going to get in bulk. Now, we still haven't found a second batch of lapis, which hurts my soul. That was literally the only 2 reasons I ran these things, was hoping that we would get some lapis. It hasn't arrived yet, which definitely makes me a sad panda, but it is what it is. All right, let's head back over here. Inferium has been growing, but it has been slow going, and I haven't really kept up with it, so probably should put a little bit more time and effort into that, but I just haven't gotten there yet. So it is one of the things that I'm working on. We're just not there yet. Definitely need some more resources, which is why we've got that thing going. Okay, one of the big steps that we did get done today is the first stage of automating the tree farm. Now, this is technically automated in the fact that this will run and do its thing. The drawback is I do have to feed it charcoal over here to keep it going, but I only have to do that ever so often, and right now that's not very frequent. So as time goes on, it's going to become more and more of an issue, but as of right now, it's not that big a deal. All right, let me fix my inventory issue before this gets ridiculous. More ridiculous. I need to go through and sort some of this shit because it's getting out of control. Tracks. I do need to cover... I think I already covered tracks. Yes, we did. Tracks actually weren't too big of a deal because each of those productions makes 32. And this track is about 64, give or take. It is 3 across, or 4 across. I had originally hoped that it would fill in all of these in the middle, but it actually just fills on the outside. But as you can see, it is more than enough to keep us rocking and rolling the entire time. Now, one of the problems that we've got now is I do have to manually come through and operate this. And it's bare minimal operation. Like, I can leave it alone for an hour or 2 at a time. Maybe not that long. Well, maybe that long. Let me look at the storage here. Yeah, I could probably leave it alone for an hour. Because with this storage here plus the internal storage, it's enough to kind of keep it going. And I could probably sort this down to 2 storages, and we would be even better off. So how did I think I showed you guys how we did that last time, because yeah, we had the builder. I showed you all the pieces. The only thing that I haven't shown you is this part here. We have 2 cargo managers, and the reason you have to have 2, I'd really wanted to do a single setup, but as far as I can tell, this machine will only interact with the side that it sees, and so you have to set it up. You'll see that we have the little worker there and then blue here. The reason we have it set up like that is when you click on this, you can see yellow, which is for the worker. That is the side that it can see. Now, it could also be the red side or the blue side or whatever, but this is the side. And we've got this, as you can see, it's set up to change part of the car, charge change part of the cart currently storage. Every time you click this, it's going to change which access. So like for instance, you've got the railers, you've got storage slots, torches, explosives. You can basically set this to a million different things. Then you have the colors. So you can actually change the colors on the side here. So like if you wanted this to be yellow as well, and you wanted to set it up like this, we don't. We want it like that. I believe that allows you to have extra storage. We'll find out here in a second. So you can change the colors up how you like. I can probably set these all to yellow. Let's see, storage. Whoops, there's the storage. And then we'll do yellow, and then we go back. And I believe if I do it this way, there we go. It will store in all of these. Hopefully it will dump into here. Yes. So now that we've got this set up, it will actually use all of this, which will allow me to do it even longer. And you can see it kind of runs through all the inventories to dump into, and then it moves on. And then we have an advanced detector rail. The nice thing about this is when you make one, you get two, I believe. I thought we did, maybe not. Either way, you have two detector rails. You don't need any redstone signals. You don't need really anything. You just lay it down, set it next to this, and you're good to go. Same general thing here. I could fill this all up with charcoal. I could change the color here, fill this all up with charcoal, and then you basically have it go the same way. And that allows you to utilize those two inventories to fill up completely and move that stuff. The last thing I want to show you guys that I've set up while doing my stuff today was the advanced solar generator. So once we started moving into this stuff, I started off with the furnace generator. This is a really nice little default thing. When you first start off, you just put a little bit of coal in it and it will produce a fairly decent amount of RF or other power type. It pretty much will make whatever it connects to. And then these universal pipes, same thing. I'm a little worried. I have a loop here, which is scary because Mechanism back in the day didn't do well with loops. I'm going to fix that, but we're going to let it ride for now. This was not enough to run hardly anything, excuse me. It just ran out of energy. So quite frequently, there wasn't enough juice. So I started looking at some of the other stuff, and did I do it right? Yeah. I'm just looking for it in the big O stack of things. Okay, there we go. I start with the solar generator. This again isn't too terribly bad. It's just it's more process intensive. Like you've got to turn a lot of things into other things. Specifically, you're going to be using osmium and iron and this thing to make steel, the little parts and the little motherboards. And so due to that, it's kind of a pain in the ass. It's not terrible. It just takes a bit. But when you don't have a lot of power, that situation is exacerbated. So I started making the lost them. Started making the solar panels. The solar panels, unfortunately, were not enough with with one of them. I then looked at the bigger solar panel, and as you can see with here, the nice thing about it is you can use the smaller ones to make the bigger one. So I just went ahead and made 4, and then once we were at 4, I was like, fuck it, let's just go ahead and combine them and make 5. And as you can see, combining these is not a very big leap. It is just a continuation of what you've already been doing. Alternatively, you could make a wind generator, which again is also cheap. From my recollection of the wind generator, you have to set it up really, really high. So like we'd have to go, I don't know. Back in the day, we used to put it up at build height. That's a lot of wiring for a pain in the ass when this little thing right here will handle pretty much everything we need. So I just kind of set this thing up to do pretty much all of it and then let it run. Now, I've been working on this probably for about, I don't know, an hour or two, and we've only gone through one stack of of oak. So our next stage in this process, we're going to be taking all of this, the wood that comes out of here, and then I'm going to be feeding it into a bank of coke ovens. And then we're going to take the coal from there and split it between the tree farm and the quarry. And then we're also going to be expanding our coke ovens drastically. Somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 20 to 40 of them. I don't know. I may not go that big. The reason why is we only need them initially to kind of turn things on, but they are so cheap to make. I might as well make 1 billion of them. And we're going to automate them anyway, and it'll look cooler if there's 1 billion of them. So yeah, probably going to make 1 billion of them. That's just how we roll. I'm also going to work a little bit more on the crops, mainly just continuing to make Infernium. I finally got to the point where I can make, I think, another seed or two. So I'm going to plant that, leave that over there. But we're not really going to focus on mystical agriculture anytime soon. We're going to get our power situation set up and our ore situation set up, and then we'll kind of go from there. So that is the plan so far. I wanted to show you guys how much mining I have done to find lapis. I wanted to get specifically get a piece of or get the landmark set up so we could get the mega quarry deployed. I don't plan on turning it on yet, mainly because running it would just be obscene at the moment and we don't have the power for it. But I did want to get it built. So that's how much mining it took. Also, some of you guys have pointed out sharpening kits will repair my tool. So I didn't think that works because looking at them, it says it upgrades your tool, but apparently it will also repair your tool. So I went ahead and made the little, what do you call it? Mold. There we go. The mold for it. So now that we can make these, makes my hammer go a little bit longer, which is very nice when you're down in the deep depth bowels of the system and you don't want to come back out. All right, let's grab some redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll leave those here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then we go. Whoops. Hello, sir. Mr. Minecraft, could you please run for me, sir? Please do not break. Thank you. All right. There's our 4 torches, and then our 4 landmarks. Beautimus. All right, so this is gonna be the hard part. So I'm gonna be chewing up a very large chunk of space, and I don't want to do it. Wait a minute, this is south, so we're looking at this area here. I'm actually okay with that. So I think what we're gonna do, let's see, I'm trying to think of how I want to position it. You know, we're gonna do it right over here. Okay, so oh good, I'm glad I did that. Let's do this. Just need 1 piece. Bam. I forgot about this little tidbit of the setup. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. So, and of course it's fixing to be nighttime. Why does it always? Wait. No, it's... Is it? Wait. Yes, it's fixing to be nighttime. Ish. Okay, so while we're waiting, this is a landmark, and then you put that, and you see a line. See, isn't that cool? And if you don't have this, you can't see the line. So, and all that basically does is just show you a border that you can go. And this block, I mean, as you can see, that thing shoots off. Well, this thing shoots off, and it's a 64 block radius. So, God, I wish it would hurry up and be nighttime. So you can set these up at any altitude, whether, you know, you're down at like 5 or whether you're at, you know, 256, whatever you want. You can set it up at that height and it will mine or it will landmark designate. Now, let me show you this. We'll go like this, boom. And then we're gonna go like this, boom. And then we're gonna go like this, and then boom. And then we're gonna go like this, and then boom. And you can see how they're all connected like that. See? And then you right click them and it makes your little border. So that, if I put a quarry here or here or here, that is the only spot that it will fill up, which is really freaking nice. But we want one that is infinitely bigger than that. There we go. Now we can sleep. Now the problem with this is it's going to make a really to quote one of the greatest, "That's a bogusly deep hole, Ted. Oh no, Bill." We're going to make a very, very big, very, very ugly hole that if my wife were playing with me, she would lose her god dang mind on what I'm about to do. And there are probably a bunch of you watching that are screaming, "No!" Well, unfortunately, you're not here to stop me. Alright, so we're going to place this bad boy here. And place that there. So now you can see that we got this going. Let's move 64 blocks. Man, I remember back in the day, this was like epic level in size. And nowadays, you know, it's like, it's 64 by 64. It's not that big. It's still big, but you get the idea. I thought, how far in is this? I didn't think we were too much further, but I may have misunderestimated how far over we are or aren't. And this is the main problem with setting up landmarks, is what makes sense in one area very quickly doesn't make sense in another. And you can come into some real problems with this if you set it up in like a like an extreme hills biome. You can have all sorts of problems. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that aluminum. Okay, so put you here, put you there. Whoops, shit. No. Put you there. Okay. And then we're gonna go back around. And now the reason I'm going back around is I think it might be open and a little less of a pain in the ass to get it from the other side, but I may be wrong. Oh yeah, I'm definitely wrong. Oh dear God. Yeah, this is gonna suck. So like no matter what I do here, it's gonna blow. We're gonna have to go 64 blocks in this direction. Now, one of the other things about this is it's actually gonna destroy every block, because if you remember, it destroys everything in the grid as well, not just below the grid. So it means all the trees and all that stuff that are above this, the hill, anything growing on the hill, all of that's gonna be shreked. The other thing you have to be really careful of is this also makes a really big monster spawner, specifically underneath. So you gotta be careful there too, because you go down and bad things can happen. Really, really bad things. We gotta be getting close. Really? Thankfully dirt's easy to break. We have got to be getting close to this thing. So what we're waiting for is this one to end, and we'll all of a sudden just see the other one pop up too. So we should come to the point where the two meet here pretty quick. I can't help it. It's copper. Oh, it's everywhere. Damn it. Whoops. Okay, come on. Like, what, 4 more blocks, maybe? 2, 3... No. Good God, how freaking... There we go, okay. I was about to be like, for the love of everything holy. Alright, so put you here. We'll do that. Okay. Now we're gonna go back over here. Now keep in mind, this is going to destroy everything in between here. This is gonna be fucking legendary, my friends. Alright. Oh, shit. Yeah, I need to break you. Thank you. I'm going to set you here. I'm going to right-click you. Now you're set, and bam. Okay. I don't need you. We're going to run down here real quick and get this. Shit, I need to get my... The reason I'm running down here to get this is... Lapis is not cheap, as you guys will remember. And, I don't... Oh, that you hear the sheep up there eating? You're not going to be eating for long, mate. Actually, the sheep will be fine. It's just going to slowly drop into the depths of hell. One little row at a time. So yeah, all of this stuff around here is going to get ripped up once we hook this thing up with power. And we are going to have an absolutely ridiculously sized hole here. It's going to be so fucking cool. There's a redstone torch. There we go. And now I'm just looking for the hole. There it is. Hey, I can see the redstone torch. We're almost there. I don't know why this one seems so much closer than the other one does. The other one seems like it's so far away. I am mining this aluminum. Technically, the aluminum on this side would get mined, but oh well. What is this tree? Hill cherry? Okay. I don't know if y'all saw the line there for a second, but it was there. Okay. There she is. So what we need to do now is just connect this. Do I have enough cabling? I do not. I guess I can move all these, but it just seems silly. Yeah, I guess you guys will just have to wait till next episode for us to turn this on, because we're at our episode limit. So I'm going to turn this on, but keep in mind, from here all the way to that other side, it's going to rip all this shit out. Destroy it all. And we're going to need to kick these guys up a notch or two. And by a notch or two, I think we're going to triplicate these. So we have 10 now. I think we're going to go with 40. 40 should be enough to keep this thing running, rocking and rolling. At least until we get to the next step. The main problem is just going to be keeping 40 of them full of coal, which is going to be a real pain in the ass. So I am going to automate the extraction of all this, and then I'm going to smelt it down in the basic smelting factory. Probably going to move that up to an elite smelting factory pretty quickly, just so we can keep up. And then we'll distribute all of that into all of these, which will then power that, and which will then destroy the world. And hopefully that will give us enough materials to move on to the next stage. Yeah. And then while that's running, we're going to start working on our ginormous power plant, which is going to require a lot of these mamma jammas. Anyways, folks, if you're enjoying this series and you want to help out the channel, please consider hitting the like button. That shows the YouTube algorithm that I'm worth watching. Also, leaving a comment does the same thing. So if you wouldn't mind leaving a comment, tell me what you think. If there's something you'd like to see, if there's something that you don't want to see, like some criticism you'd like to leave, feel free to do that as well. I do read all my comments, and I reply to most of them. That being said, also subscribe, please. You can ring the notification bell if you want. Be part of the notification squad. I think there's like 10 of you right now that usually hit it up pretty quick. So I'd like to grow that maybe to 20 of you, so I can have 20 close personal friends. Why am I not burning? Shouldn't I be burning? Okay. Not gonna question it. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Slap that like button if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next clip.